So Winston, on this very, very hot day, what is our topic?
Well, since little things happened to me recently, we're going to be talking about the human flesh search engine. Watch out for that car behind you. Let me explain what happened. A video that I made in 2011, like I think the second ever China How It Is video about Chinese girls. I was always asked, you know, are Chinese girls easy? So I answered the question. I just said, are Chinese girls easy is the title of the video. And it struck a nerve with somebody, some or other reporter, and it went viral over the Chinese internet, like basically a couple of days ago.
5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years later. And it's ended up now in one of the biggest newspapers, and it's been on a bunch of websites. It's good. It's good exposure for my channel. Mixed, like positive and negative, but either way, they've got my surname in there, where I'm from. They basically doxed me, you know, where I live. Bro. Yeah, they doxed me, and it's basically just kind of like the human flesh search engine. So there are people that have met me in real life posting on their moments in WeChat like, hey, I know this guy, and they're posting the article and posting pictures of me with them and all that. So yeah, I'm actually a victim of the human flesh search engine. Anyway, I've said this word a couple of times. How about you explain to everybody what the human flesh search engine is?
Winston, famous for the right and wrong reasons this time,
yep,
has been a victim of the human flesh search engine. And what is that basically? Well, that's a Chinese phenomenon where someone will post it could be innocuous, could be a famous person, could be someone posts a picture online and tries to spread it around as much as possible throughout social media to get intel on who this person is. Now, because China is so well networked through WeChat and Weibo and all these different social media platforms, eventually it will trickle down to the village or the town or city where this person resides or is from, and they'll get the personal information of that person and then start spreading it like wildfire. So the second stage is they get all of their information spread around, kind of like what you did, right?
Yeah, doxing.
Getting doxed, right? And depending on what this person did, there's many reasons why people get flesh searched.
Yeah, we'll talk about those.
Yeah. Depending on what the person did, a number of malicious things can happen to them. Like they could be targeted in their homes and beaten up. They could be kind of shamed publicly online. They could have people come after them in many different ways. So it's
lose their jobs.
Yeah, it's a pretty despicable kind of vigilante justice type system we got going on here.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about like how it comes about. Basically, usually somebody will take a photo of someone doing something disagreeable,
yeah,
right?
Right.
Like maybe somebody doing some very bad behavior in public. Oh, where are we?
We're back.
Dude, that's steep. Oh, shit. I'm looking at that, and that's...
I'm starting to reconsider just not doing that.
I think I can do it. I'm just, I don't know. Anyway, let's do a little bit more exploring. Let's try get to that bottom over there, and then we can look at it from the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so can we go further ahead?
No. It's dead
okay,
end.
Right. So what'll happen is somebody will do something bad. Let's say some bad behavior, like let's just say there's somebody who's seen, like, I don't know, taking pictures of women's underwear or something, you know, like upskirting.
Okay.
That happened recently, actually.
Yeah.
And then what they'll do is that picture, if the person's face is clearly visible, will just spread like wildfire, and everyone will be like, who is this guy? Find him, human flesh search him. And eventually somebody who knows him will, you know, say, oh, he's my high school teacher, or he's my neighbor, or he's my nephew, or whatever, and post his details, like who he is and his phone number and stuff. And yeah, it gets pretty bad.
Right.
So let's talk about some examples, and you can give the first example.
Okay, the first example would be the famous Gong case. And what happened was there's a young second-generation rich boy. Let's look at this. If you approached it, what if you go up it?
It's going to be worse going up than down. Because if you start slipping, you go backwards, and that's it.
That's true.
That is really, really steep.
It is really steep. I feel like going up it would be easier.
No way. Are you joking?
No. Yeah, I guess if you screw up.
Yeah, you're toast. Going down would be easier. Anyway, how about this one? Yeah, carry on about Gong.
Gong was the father of a what's it called? A second-generation rich boy that was caught drunk driving, and when he got caught, the boy ended up saying, "Hey, my father's Gong," who turned out to be some high-level police official, right? Now,
yeah, he got caught for like running over some students in his car. Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, it became famous, and they flash searched the boy and found out who it was. And yeah, he suffered a lot of bad press, that's for sure.
He went to jail and stuff.
Yep. And but you know, like flash search happens for a lot of different reasons. Can you give us another example?
Yeah, there was this pretty despicable thing happening a while ago. There was this like cute girl posting videos of herself crushing little animals, like little bunny rabbits and I don't know what else, like little chickens and stuff. She'd like stand on them and crush them to death.
Some sort of fetish.
Yeah, it was some kind of fetish thing. And they were posting pictures of her, well, she was posting videos online, and people were like, this is disgusting, who is this horrible woman? And they found out who she was, and you know, it turned into a big thing where she had to like publicly apologize, and you know, there was no law against that because animal cruelty in China is not a thing, right?
No, it doesn't exist.
But it absolutely destroyed her reputation, and you know, she really like apologized and stopped doing it. So that was another example, and thank goodness for that. Actually, that I support that. That's
for
pretty
sure.
good.
But there's situations where it can get out of hand.
Sure.
And this is something about the mob mentality about China in general, I'd say mainland China in general, is when someone says something is bad and they have some sort of push or pull, especially in the online sphere, in the online world, a lot of times, are you thinking about it?
I think this one's very doable. We try.
You sure? Bro, it's too late now.
Yeah, I'm committed.
Bro.
No, this one's okay. This one's fine.
Huh. Well, now that you did it.
Just back brake it. Don't use your front brake. You'll lose the front end.
Only back brake, eh? This guy's staring at us. I'm getting jello legs now, man.
That's okay. You'll be fine. Go for it.
Ready? No front brake. 0, right?
Yeah. Only near the end. It's fine. It's not that bad.
Totally not that bad.
Yeah. It's totally easy.
Point up and show all of them.
Yeah.
Whew. That guy took a video on his phone. Nice. Thumbs up. It gets really bad sometimes because there was 2 girls who actually were just squatting, kind of like countryside people do here in China, outside of the metro.
Yeah.
And it was totally, like, you see it all the time. There's a lot more despicable things happening in public here in China.
Sure.
But they got flash searched, and people were like saying, oh my gosh, like, who taught you to behave like this? You're so low class for squatting in public. Look at these girls, disgusting representation of our country. Some people were saying they don't deserve to live, like, really ridiculous stuff. So it's not, again, there's a reason that, like, systems for law enforcement and stuff exist, and vigilante justice can go absolutely out of hand. You know?
Yeah, I mean that particular case, they were blocking the door of the metro.
Okay.
And that was in Shenzhen, which is, you know, like the civilized city of China. So I suppose that has something to do with it.
But it was really like some of the things that were said, you know.
Yeah.
Winston, tell us about this lovely lady Guo Mei Mei.
Okay, now this is probably the most famous human flesh search story ever.
Okay.
So these pictures appeared online of this woman like flaunting luxury goods, like lying on the bonnet of a Maserati and with like really expensive, looks kind of fun down here, let's go here.
Sure.
Really expensive like luxury bags and all this, and she was like, I work for the Red Cross. Okay. And because she's got all these luxury goods, people that work for the Red Cross are not supposed to have all these luxury goods, right? Okay, it's a charity. So everyone is outraged and like, this is corruption. They're obviously stealing our donations and stuff. So they human flesh searched her, and they found out that although she didn't work for the Red Cross, she was either related or like the mistress of someone that did, something along those lines. And it basically caused the Red Cross in China to lose most of its support, like all its public support, because of this woman and her luxury rubbish online. And it was a huge thing. It actually brought the Red Cross down.
Really?
Yeah, and it turned out, like, at the end of the day, that yes, like, they couldn't account where that came from. Like, it was like her boyfriend or whatever it was. I'm not getting it right. You can search Guo Mei Mei, you'll find the real story, but it does turn out that he worked for the Red Cross. And they pretty much are sure that all the money was corrupt, like, you know, stolen from charity. So, yeah, it can be really powerful. It can bring politicians down.
Yep.
It can do all sorts of things. So, yeah, it's a huge, huge thing.
Sure.
So yeah, we're still yet to see what the result of my human flesh search engine thing's gonna be. Who knows? It could be very positive, it could be incredibly negative, we don't know, but only time will tell over the next couple of weeks. I'm kind of excited to find out, so we'll keep you guys up to date. Who knows? That's pretty much it for the show, dude.
Absolutely.
Anything you'd like to say to our subscribers?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I hope Winston's flesh isn't searched too hard, you know, and I hope all searches involved result in a positive outcome. And in case you find yourself in a situation where your flesh is being searched, I wish you the best as well. And as always, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope if you haven't done so, please do so.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't like, comment, or subscribe, just remember, as I am constantly reminding myself and others to do, just stay awesome.